Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we are doing a rental yurt in Selvadorada. I don't know why, I was feeling like doing a rental property and I think I've already built recently in Sulani. Yes, I did the museum recently, so I figured we would go with something in Selvadorada instead. The yurt idea was a challenge to myself to attack rounded rooms, which may have been a poor decision because it was really difficult and I was not loving all of the little glitches I ran into, but I think we made it through and it came out pretty nice. So it is in Selvadorada on the Hillview Hideaway lot, which is a 20 by 15 lot. It is 491 simoleons a day. It's a little steep for a one bed, one bath, but it is a big enough bathroom, I think, that you could very easily like throw some backpacks in or throw some sleeping bags outside or a little tent, and you could have more than one sim stay here. You can even have a family stay here. So you just go into bb.enable free build and you can add beds, you can add sleeping bags, etc. And I think that it would work out pretty nice, but I was really set on the yurt idea, and only one bedroom really was going to fit in here. When I got to the floor plan, which is coming up pretty shortly after I get the siding on right here, it was really tough. I used the starboard siding, which I believe is base game. It's either base game or it's cats and dogs. Not 100%. But I used the starboard siding on the entirety of the exterior, and then inside I believe I did the flooring from Jungle Adventure because it is actually very pretty. It comes in a lot of really nice swatches, and then I think for the walls I believe I used from the Courtyard Oasis kit. I think that is the wallpaper that I use. I'm not 100% though, so when we get there I will let you know. So this little couch over here with the tiny TV I thought was just good enough. You know, I expect that your Sims will be exploring. Yes, it is the boldly brushed wallpaper. There it is from the Courtyard Oasis kit. I figure your Sims will be out exploring or adventuring or doing outdoorsy things in Selvadorada, so they maybe won't be watching a lot of TV, but maybe if you have kids who can't go to the temple or don't want to explore, they can stay home and watch some TV. I thought that was a nice little thing to add in there, but I used the TV from the new Basement Treasures kit because it's old and just kind of fit in here nicely. And then over here is the dining table. It fit perfectly in this little corner. It only has 3 seats, obviously, but then in the kitchen there will be a large island with more seating, so that'll work out nice. This bookshelf is from Growing Together. I thought it fit in here really nice. Like, it's just a little built-in kind of thing that the renters put here to display a whole bunch of books on the culture of the area for you to read up on. And I do throw in a couple little artifacts and books later on so that you can see. I'll show you. I have a little cut in here somewhere where I lost a bunch of footage, so I wanted to give you a tour halfway through before we finish the build. It's a lot of fun with technical difficulties, but you know, we do what we can. So here's the kitchen. I messed around with the layout and the color for a really long time, also the appliance choices, but I do end up changing it to that fridge ends up being the fridge from Jungle Adventure, and then this island here in the middle ends up being moved a little bit more to that curved wall, just enough space for everybody to move around. And I've changed the color of the countertops and when I add the wallpaper because it was a little too much yellow and I wanted more blue. So that's what I have to say about that. That door there will be going to the bathroom, and then the bathroom will have a door going right to the primary bedroom. That is how this is laid out. I know it's a little strange, and I know there's a weird shadow. My apologies. Unfortunately, that is the way it is with rounded rooms. You can only put the countertops on a flat wall for it to actually look nice. Putting countertops on a diagonal wall will create that harsh shadow. But I think that it's not really all that noticeable with the blue color. It actually looks like it's kind of meant to have that shadow there. And then when I put the countertops up above, it'll make a lot more sense as well. Here's me moving the countertops yet again. It will be over more to the side later. You'll see me move it again later on. It's a lot to process. I actually sped up this section a lot. I think I sped it up by like 600% or something because I was so slow moving everything around that it just wasn't doing it for me. I had to get through it really quick. All my little fiddling of trying to fill in those gaps, because some of these countertop pieces, the island pieces, they just did not want to fit. They didn't want to click together nice. They weren't snapping. It was really annoying. See, there's that one jumping around. These bar stools are from high school years, and I thought that the peach tone was really, really pretty, and I liked that the wood on the legs of the bar stools matched the wood tone on the cabinets. Then I added this light from Paranormal Stuff Pack. I do end up sizing it down because it hangs a little low. It's a little close to the island, but that's okay. I think it's really, really pretty. It's like blue and yellow toned, but I do change the tone of the light itself later on. And here I am messing around with windows. So I wanted to use a lot of Selvadorada windows, but unfortunately they don't fit on curved walls. They are not made for curved walls, so they clip really harsh, and it just did not look nice. So I used these windows from Eco Lifestyle instead. And then I, after much fiddling, I picked out the curtains from the Desert Luxe kit as well, and threw them up here in this very neutral white tone. I use them again, I believe, in the bedroom and the bathroom, just in different colors. And here's those cabinets overhead I was talking about. I know they don't quite line up with the sink, but I actually thought that was kind of funny, like the charm of a rental property, how sometimes things are just put together to get it done, and they don't always line up, so I kind of just went with it. But I don't mind it so much. I think it still gets the job done. There is no dishwasher. It is just a sink, a stove, and that is it. Just a sink, a stove, and a fridge. And here comes our halfway tour, so see you in a little bit. Hey guys, so I lost a whole bunch of footage yet again. I don't know if I lost it or if I just never hit record, but either way, we're going to do a little tour midway through the speed build because like I said, I lost a whole bunch of footage. So I don't know exactly what I showed, but we're going to do like a little mini tour here. So here's the main entry / living space. This little shelf here is from Growing Together, and these are little artifacts here on top of the shelf to hopefully inspire and assist with your exploration. And then over here I do end up, I think later on, moving this TV console with the TV on it back a little bit. Here's a nice little feature wall with some relics on it. I think it's pretty cute. And that little red shelf you see right there up close and personal is just the OMSP shelf for placing items where they might not want to slot. Here's the little dining area. In the kitchen we have much more cluttering to do, but for now this is what it looks like. You'll notice there's no stove yet. That gets amended later on. And there's this nice hanging light. It disappears if I zoom in. And this over here is a can of Liquid Rush, which is actually from Debug. So it won't show up unless you have organized Debug enabled when it's uploaded, which don't worry, I do. So make sure you have move objects on before you place the slot, just in case, so all my little doodads will show up. And then in this little area here, it's pretty special. I have to go up so you can see everything. But these fish on the wall are ones you can find in this world if you're fishing. So I mounted them on the wall here, and this is a machete, also from Debug, and you can also grab that to go explore the jungle. In the bedroom, right over here, we have a little basket of all kinds of repellents and goodies for traveling through Selvadorada and going through the temple. It will really help a lot, so I'll let you take a closer look at that if you download the build. You'll see that little frog in there is actually floating. I do fix that later. Don't worry, I fix it. Little things I noticed later. This avocado is so cool, and I didn't realize that it came in a color version until the end. See, it comes in all these different swatches. I thought that was really cool, so I went the really vibrantly colored one. And very bright and cheerful bedding. Over here we just have some art, some more plants, the stand-up mirror from Jungle Adventure, which I really like. And in all the corners I put these really cool open-air cement block windows. I thought that was really nice. And then over here in the bathroom, we have a nice little bathroom organizer thing. Lots of plants and such. This plant light is from Bloomin' Rooms. I never get a chance to use it, and I thought it fit well in here. And the shelf is actually from Paranormal Stuff, and it comes in a whole bunch of swatches, but I just used the plain one. I could have used a different color if I really wanted to go out there. Like, that one's pretty cool, and that would work for this bathroom, but I decided to just go with white. That mirror, I think, is from, what are you from? I think it's from Luxury Party? I'm not 100% sure. Or is that, no, that's Vintage Glamour. I don't have Luxury Party stuff, I don't think. That is from Vintage Glamour. And that shower is from Snowy Escape, as is that rug, as is the toilet. And some clutter on the back of the toilet. I thought that was really nice. So over here, I had some trouble for some reason with the foundation doing this weird wavy thing. Nice little glitch. So I hit it with some plants over here, so that was my first little dive into landscaping, but the rest of this video will be all landscaping and finishing up some last minute clutter on the front porch, all around the sides here, and in the kitchen. So enjoy that, and back to editing me. Bye. Okay, and we're back. So now we are cluttering up the kitchen. I just pull out a whole bunch of stuff. There's some seasoning canisters, and then I think I pull out some utensils. Oh, well, first I pull out a plunger because I forgot to put one in the bathroom, and it is necessary. So back to the kitchen. Here we go, all over the place today. There's a block for knives, some more seasoning, very essential. And there is our cutlery, and you will notice we still do not have a stove. Getting there. I knew that we didn't have one, I just had no idea where I wanted to put it, so I saved that for future me's problem, I guess. But here we are. I think we're finally going to tackle that any second now. Yes, so I moved that one stool over. That actually wasn't even snapped to the counter anyway. And I put it on the other side, moved the big hutch doohickey, and threw in this stove from Jungle Adventure. And then I continued the flooring from that little section in front of the sink to the entire kitchen floor. I just thought it made a little bit more sense. Plus, with rounded rooms, you can't pick and choose where you want tiles to be. They're kind of slotted to, they just automatically select that rounded area. So, boo. It was a lot of fun figuring that out. Here I am once again moving the countertops around. It was a lot of fun. The rounded rooms and the non-snapping island counters were really giving me a run for my money. I was losing patience, but I think I finally got it. This is the final orientation for the island, and I did play test it with my sim who was here on vacation, and you can route around everything just fine. You can prepare meals, you can do your dishes, etc. So it worked out. And then over here I use my OMSP shelf, which is linked in the description box, to throw a little bread box up here in this very pretty green color because I thought it fit the vibe of the kitchen. I was trying to put that yellow table side light that I used in the bedroom up there, but it didn't work, so I used this lantern instead. And then I think I threw a range hood just above the stove here. I used this one, which I don't usually use. It's a base game one, but I kind of liked that it was very modern looking in comparison to the rest of the countertops. Like it was a new addition. Maybe they just got some duct work done, and that is why they decided to put in a new range hood. I don't know. Who knows? Just kind of going off of what I see here because I recorded this a couple days ago, so it's a little blurry. I do remember that I picked the red swatch for this dish rack, which I thought was a bold decision, but it worked because it matched part of the wallpaper in the kitchen. And adjusting this hanging plant outside to look like the ivy was just flowing over the end of the railing here. I picked that very bright yellow floor mat in front of the door, and then I think we dive into some landscaping here. Yes, so I'm figuring out how I want the walkway to be. As you can see, there's no clear-cut walkway to the edge of the lot. It kind of fades out, so I wanted to continue that a little, but there is no set terrain paint that is that same color, so I just kind of messed around and made my own. And I think it kind of looks nice. It's hard to tell with the shade of that enormous tree on it, but I did try all different lighting to see how it looked, and it came out nice. Throwing down some ferns, the Swiss cheese plant, that big red flowering plant, and then that little clump of plants there that you just saw was from the debug or live edit menu to decorate the world, and I just thought it would really help to fill up that corner spot. So I just cheated and used that piece. Here's some more debug plants and shrubs and low-lying leafy plants, etc. And then I threw one more hanging plant up here on the back of the roof, and I used Tool Mod to lower it down to the precise location that I wanted. And I really enjoy this like climbing bromeliad plant. I used that a couple times. And then I think we are approaching the deck. Yeah, so the front deck, I wanted to add more outdoor seating if you wanted to eat or read a book or just enjoy the outdoors. Threw down the same chairs that I have for the dining table inside, and then I just rotated it so that your Sims can actually get to the chairs easily and get out and not get stuck. That little cactus actually lights up at night, which is really pretty. And here's a little mosquito repelling citronella candle. I thought that might come in handy. I also throw some lights down here. These are from the little campers kit, and they actually attach to like the lightning bug or the firefly lanterns, but I thought they looked really cute down here on the underside of the railing on the deck, like they were just meant to be there. And I used them in this yellow tone. I thought that was really, really pretty. I believe we'll be looking at this at night. Yes, there it is, all lit up, so pretty on the deck. And then I just wanted to make sure that the lighting on the rest of the lot was nice, but I wanted to add some outdoor trail marker lights so that your Sims can easily see when they're walking up at night if they've been exploring all day. There's some food on the table over there, don't mind that. That was my Sim play testing. She got hungry. So here's me throwing around some artwork and figuring out how we were going to decorate, and I decided on that swatch for the wall hanging in the bathroom. And here is a little towel I'm going to hang up right around here. Finishing up the clutter for the kitchen, I have some hanging spoons and such, and I believe I also hung up some pots and pans over here, and I was thinking about adding this little hutch piece from Jungle Adventure. Why do I keep forgetting the name? But it just didn't fit anywhere, so I decided against it. But thank you so much for joining me here today. This is up on the gallery under the Selvadorada rental property, I think. And I will see you guys next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment if there's anything you would like to see in the future. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye.